angle, bank angle, bank angle, bank angle, bank angle, caution, terrain, decision height, don't sink, don't sink, light slope, plus 100, pull up, radio altimeter, wind shear, wind shear, wind shear, sink rate, light slope, too low, flaps, too low, gear, too low, terrain, 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 pull up, pull up.
Flight 80's cockpit recording is now in the hands of investigators. But will it tell them why the pilots couldn't get their planes safely on the ground?
Narita Tower, FedEx 80, 13 miles for 34 left. FedEx 80.
Narita Tower on runway 34 left, continue approach.
FedEx 80, roger.
All right, let's begin the before landing checklist.
Got it.
So far, so good.
The approach to Narita is textbook.
Landing gear.
Gear down. Winds are 320, maximum at 34 knots.
Okay, stop for a second. Winds 320, maximum 34. It's right in their face.
The recording reveals the crew was flying into a strong headwind, but it wasn't dangerous enough to explain the crash.
Okay, let's go on.
1,000.
Yee-haw! Ride 'em, cowboy.
Don't let the airplane fly you. You fly the airplane. And on a gusty, blustery day, that's in fact what you have to do.
500.
Despite the bumpy ride, the pilots don't seem very concerned.
Clear to land, 34 left. Stable.
Stable approach is one of the call-outs that more and more carriers have put into their operation specifications that you call out, because generally that's a pretty well understood thing. If you're stable, you can land.
Yeah.
1 minute from the runway, and they're joking. Seems like there's nothing wrong.
From
the recording, we can tell that they were really relaxed and teasing each other. I think what happened was that the air currents were so rough that it felt like they were in a rodeo, riding an untamed horse like cowboys.
Then, an automated voice from the altimeter gives investigators an important clue.
40, 30, 20, 10.
That last part again, please.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
It should slow down. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
100.
The recording tells investigators the plane's descent didn't slow down when it should have, but instead continued dropping at a rapid rate. It explains the hard landing, but not the crash. Another critical question remains. Why didn't the pilots slow their descent? Till they can answer that question, investigators won't know the full story behind the crash of FedEx Flight 80.
Pharmaceuticals like this blood plasma need to.
He had lifted off the runway. I could see his rotating beacon underneath.
Get off, get off, get off. Get off, get off, get off!
And then I ducked and set a real quick prayer, trying to hope he misses us.
As they begin their descent with no tower to guide them, Captain Gatke's radio communications are critical.
King Air 1127.
Delta's taxiing out. Takeoff on runway 4. They're using 4.
A King Air A90, a much smaller twin turboprop, is taxiing out to runway 4.
King Air 1127, Delta holding short of runway 4. Be to take in the runway for departure.
He had lifted off the runway. I could see his rotating beacon underneath.
Get off, get off, get off. Get off, get off, get off!
And then I ducked and set a real quick prayer, trying to hope he misses us.
As they begin their descent with no tower to guide them, Captain Gatke's radio communications are critical.
King Air 1127.
Delta's taxiing out. Takeoff on runway 4. They're using 4.
A King Air A90, a much smaller twin turboprop, is taxiing out to runway 4.
King Air 1127, Delta holding short of runway 4. Be to take in the runway for departure.
The commuter plane is now 90 seconds to touchdown.
500.
The King Air is in position and holding.
On short final for runway 13.
400.
The aircraft gonna hold in position on runway 4, or you guys gonna take off?
7646 Juliet, holding for departure on runway 4.
200.
King Air.
Okay, we'll get through your intersection in just a second, sir.
100.
We appreciate that. Finals are complete.
At the same moment, flight instructor Paul Walker is in a hangar at Quincy Airport.
Max reverse. Oh, Christ. What the hell?
We heard this explosion that rattled the walls and windows shook. And as I came outside, what I saw looked like a mushroom cloud from when you see the films of the atomic bombs going off.
At Quincy Airport, Paul Walker rushes toward burning wreckage on the runway.
I would say I was at the crash site in less than a minute and a half.
As he draws closer to the fire, Walker makes a bone-chilling discovery. It's not only the King Air engulfed in flames. 2 planes are on fire.
Open the door! Please! Someone help! Open the door! Open the door!
Another pilot comes to help Walker on the runway. The main exit, an air stair door, is directly behind the cockpit.
I grabbed the handle and attempted to open the door. I tried everything I could do in the world, and I could not get that door to unlatched.
I can't do this! I'm gonna get help!
Leaving the airplane was one of the more difficult things I've ever done in my life. When I looked at the captain, there was part of me that knows that she knew that by the time I got back, it would be too late. That I was literally their last hope.
Moments later, all hope for the crash survivors is lost.
It was easily less than 2 minutes from the time I was standing by the left wing till it exploded. I felt like I failed.
Despite Paul Walker's heroic efforts, 4 pilots and 10 passengers are dead. It's one of the